If you were drawn to this video, then there is a message in here for you. So welcome back. This is Inner Journey Oracle. Today is number 15, day number 15 of Divine Insight and Guidance. And that 15 is important because we're halfway through December. And that's going to make sense in a second. So I'm talking to someone who takes great pride in the work that you do, how you do it. You're very intentional and diligent with your work. And I know I'm talking to also some people who are spiritual and are spiritually guided, and you don't do anything really without I'm not gonna say approval, but you definitely pass it by your spirit team first, right? You don't just willy-nilly do things. You say, hey, I feel like I want to do this. Is this the right thing for me? And I love that for you. Like, you ask for guidance. You make sure you're doing the right things for the right reasons. And another part is you're very patient for that answer, right? You're not like, hey, if you don't give me the answer now, I'm going to go ahead and do it. No. You ask, you ponder, you ask questions. How should I do it? When should I do it? Is this the right thing to talk about? Should I change this? Should I change that? Some of you have actual mentors that you ask. That's lovely. People who are on your team, your support team, maybe that were sent by the divine for you. Some of you know who that is. But a lot of you just speak out loud and you wait for that answer. You wait for those intuitive nudges and you wait for that okay, right? I guess it's also important for those who are, if you know anything about human design, who are generators, who are waiting for that or that right? I'm a generator, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. So this might be for the generators out there. Oh, I didn't think that we were going to go there, but that's interesting because that's a part of this as well, where we wait or we're looking for something that lights up our soul that we can go after. And if we're not really feeling it, then it's a no or it's a not yet. And this messaging is going to be somewhat opposite to that. Now, I do, of course, believe that you shouldn't be doing anything that is a flat out no, right? But there are also times where there's things that are like, I don't really feel like it. And that could be something that you love, right? But you get to a place or like you're just kind of tired. Let's say it's just emotionally where you don't really feel like it. So we're getting more practical with these messages, because I keep saying that y'all are someone who are spiritually advanced and you already kind of know how to converse with your spirit team. You know what's right and wrong for you. And in this message specifically, you check in with your guides and your spirit team and God and the universe to see like, hey, am I going down the right path? Is this something I should do? What do you want me to speak on? And as far as creation goes, a lot of y'all are creators and you wait for the message, you wait for the lyrics to come through, you wait for the right words to penetrate your mind so that you can write them, so that you can write them for your lyrics. Or what paint should I pick up and what am I going to paint today on my mural? I have a blank canvas and or waiting for the inspiration. What's my inspiration? Where am I going to get it from? I don't know. And I want to just talk about the notion of not necessarily waiting on the answer to come first or the feeling to come first. We're tapping into this motivation, determination, discipline era or area. I keep saying era, y'all. Okay, because you know what the message was yesterday. We're in a new era. And so this might be piggybacking off of it. Actually, I know it is. So if you are, if this is your first video you're hearing of me and you're interested and that sounds like a new era, go check out the video before this. It would be day number 14. And that was about a new era. And it was about being practical. And so this feels like it's the next part of that, which I love that these messages are kind of connecting together so far. And I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway, I'm feeling guided to say that it's not, I want us to be more comfortable with almost this just do it energy, where you, instead of waiting for the go ahead, instead of waiting for the message, before you speak, Instead of waiting for the inspiration before you sit down to create, you sit down to create and you let the energy of God meet you there. You let the creative forces meet you there. And so I was going to title this Meet Me Halfway. Meet me halfway, right at the borderline is where I'm going to wait for you. Let me look up those lyrics. And I wasn't even going to get into it at this very moment, but I guess I will. This song is called Meet Me Halfway by the Black Eyed Peas. Didn't even know that. Y'all want to know how long this song is? The timestamp, or how long it is? And this is how I know it's connected to yesterday's message. Oh, I just love it when spirit comes through in the moment, which is a part of the messaging as well, because I didn't know where I was taking this all the way. I just knew where I was going to start, and I just let source take over from the rest of that. And it's like, it's so beautiful every time to allow the energy to flow through me in the moment without prepping or planning too much. It's a very co-creative energy. Oh, come on now. You're being asked to co-create more in the moment and not step away, but not try to overplan and pre-plan so much. Not, I already know what I'm going to think about or talk about or write about or sing about. It's almost like improv. Oh, this feels like improv. Oh, that's a little scary, right? But it's like, hey, can you show up to the moment and just start something? Open up the notebook, start writing. Can you just play around with it first, and then the divine comes in and y'all get to play this back and forth? Oh, come on. Are we comfortable with that? Maybe, maybe not. But this is 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Who would have thought? Right. So here are some of the lyrics. Can you meet me halfway? Right at the borderline is where I'm going to wait for you. I'll be looking out night and day. Took my heart to the limit, and this is where I stay. Let me see if there's anything else around here. And I'm kind of looking at these lyrics as like, this is what God and the universe are saying to you, to us. They're saying, hey, can you meet me halfway? I'm already here. God wants you to know he's already here. It's already here. The energy's already there. And you're thinking that you're waiting on it and it's waiting on you. Come on. They say, hey, I'm here. You got to show up to me and trust that I've been waiting on you. Let me see if there's any more lyrics. Girl, I travel around the world and even sail the 7 seas across the universe. Come on, across the universe and all the other galaxies. Just tell me where to go. Just tell me where you want to meet. Ooh, I navigate myself to take me where you be. 'Cause girl, I want you right now. This is the universe talking to us, y'all. Somehow. I travel uptown. I travel downtown. Want to have you around like every single day. I love you all. Okay, these lyrics are crazy. It's kind of like saying, I love you always. I'll meet you halfway. Oh, that's beautiful. I love you always. I'll meet you halfway. Can you meet me halfway? Sheesh. And that's a part of that trust and that co-creation with spirit that knows like, hey, if you show up, always know I'm going to be there. And if you're waiting, if you haven't showed up to the creative thing that you know you love to do, and sometimes it's just a matter of I'm tired. Sometimes it's just a matter of I don't have the inspiration. It could be anything that our human bodies and our brains try to trick us out of showing up to the thing. A great example is always like going to the gym, when you know that when you finish the gym session, you'll feel good, but it's getting your clothes on. It's kind of similar to that energy. If you just put your clothes on and get in the car, you're going to go to the gym. And if you just get inside the gym and just get on the treadmill, then you'll be inspired to do more. Just meet me halfway. Oh, Spirit saying, just meet me halfway. Co-create with me. I'm always here. I love to be everywhere that you are. I'm already here anyway. Just sit down and start. Stand up and start. Just start speaking, and we're gonna have this dance between the two of us. And I'm gonna show you some messages that you didn't even know you were gonna say. And I'm going to show you some signs and synchronicities that you didn't know you were going to see. And I'm going to spark something in you that you didn't know you had in you until you started. And you're going to find that motivation and that determination. You're going to get that strength. You're going to get that for sure. So when we're talking about going back to the human design aspect, and if you're a generator, if this resonates with you, where you have been told, like, listen to your solar plexus and sacral and stuff like that, where it's like, hey, I don't know if I want to do this. This is not for things that you already know you love. I feel like that's more for new adventures where somebody is presenting something brand new to you and you have to be like, I have no idea what this is about. Do I want to participate in this or not? This is not for things that you've already been involved in my opinion. You don't have to believe that, but this is just what I feel is true. So if it's something that you know you like and something that you are actively already participating in, but you're kind of hitting like this roadblock, you're kind of getting to a place where you're stuck, where you're not feeling inspired, or you're just like, hey, I need the motivation. Where am I going to get my inspiration from? Where's my muse today? I'm feeling uninspired. You're being asked to just start and see what happens. If you're a writer, just open up the document, write some nonsense, and I promise you it'll start to flow. If you're a painter, get the paint out, get the easel out, whatever you are. If you're a drawer, just start doodling, just start drawing, and watch how the energy starts to shift. Watch how it starts to move within you, and your creative juices flow, because the universe is asking you to trust that it will always meet you where you are. It will always come through for you. It loves you so much that it's everywhere that you are anyway. Come on, already where you are. There's another song I want to point out, and this is totally in a different genre, but I will talk about it, and I think it's called Already Here. Let me look that up for y'all as well, so hopefully you get something from this, and go listen to these songs because it will resonate with you. Let me just double check if there's anything else that's coming through within my soul that I need to say before I go into these lyrics. Okay, let's get into these lyrics. So it's called Already Here by Brian Courtney Wilson. This is a gospel song, and I'll just read through some of these lyrics and see if that's how you feel, or maybe it's a revelation for you. And so the first lyrics say, we watch and we wait, Lord, we anticipate the moment you choose to appear. We worship, we praise until there's no debate, and we recognize you're already here. So basically, and I think that just repeats over and over again, and it goes into hallelujah, right? Oh, but then this part down here says, because you choose to make us whole. You're already whole, which means God is already within you. And so I think we're a lot of times waiting for the external or some sort of thing to spark and like hit us in the face. Like, oh, okay, that's what I'm going to talk about. That's what I'm going to write about. That's what I'm going to sing about. That's what I'm going to paint about. That's my next move. But it's like, that was already in you if you only just showed up to the moment. If you showed up to the occasion, almost like rise to the occasion and I'll meet you there type of thing. Jump and the net will appear type of thing. And it's like, well, you're waiting and listening. Like I said, you're somebody who wants to do right. You want to be intentional. You take great pride in your work. You never want to say anything out of bounds or hurtful, or, you want to make sure you have a plan. You want to show up ready. That's a beautiful thing. But there's also beauty in showing up unready, not having a plan, and letting God and the divine prove that it's always been within you. And if you just show up and let the magic happen, that's so beautiful. And so I encourage you to show up and let the magic come out of you. Don't wait on it to come from some outside source, external source. It's within you, and it's waiting to come out of you and to move through you. Just show up first. At least the littlest thing you can do to show up to your craft. We watch, we wait, we anticipate. We're anticipating the moment that God in the universe and whatever you need, the spark chooses to appear. But then you need to recognize, hey, no, you're already here. What was the other song? Can you meet me halfway? I've been here. I've been waiting all night and day. And because I love you, I'm everywhere that you are anyway. Come on, those two songs. So anyway, can you meet me halfway? That's really beautiful. And I'm always very impressed by sometimes how I feel when I sit down to give a message, and sometimes I'm not fully confident, but I'm shown time and time again that, God pulls through for me. And I'm just so thankful for the gift. And I feel like in turn, God and the universe, and I like to be inclusive, and source is like, the more you show up and almost put it to the test, it's thankful for you too. Put God to the test. And I don't want to call it a test, but like, allow this energy of play in the moment, the feeling of improv, and kind of welcome that improv energy, and just see how much more magic you create, how much more magic comes through, and how much you feel in the midst of doing the thing that you love when you really release control and just, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. We'll see what comes up. We'll see what comes out. Oh man, that's just such a beautiful feeling. That's a beautiful experience. And like, my heart is feeling so full right now, because even when it was like, I don't know what I'm going to say, watching and feeling God show up in the moment, in the midst, it's almost undescribable. So give yourself the opportunity and the chance to experience something like that. So this is for the creatives, I guess, the generators, for human design, and this is for those who are just, kind of waiting on the yes, the okay, the here's what you're going to say next. We're over planners or overthinkers. Like, how about we just go with the flow, take a seat, get started, and watch the magic happen. Okay. Meet the universe halfway. Because it's everywhere you are. That's beautiful.